What's going on YouTube? Clover Bells here, back with another Series 19 video, this time bringing you our Sand team. Yes, so Sand is a little bit tricky to pilot in this meta, mainly because there's something called Urshifu, there's something called Tapu Fini, there's something called Landorus. All things that most Sand teams struggle against. So it's a little bit tougher to use than something like either Rain or Sun. But if you have the right composition, then it can work. Now, all good Sand teams would probably start with a Tyranitar, but Gigalith is also a very, very good option. So I'm not going to slouch on the Gigalith. We do have a Gigalith team, but that'll be later on. But I love Tyranitar. Tyranitar is an OG. So why don't we bring it back? Yes, I understand it's weak to Urshifu, Landorus, and Tapu Fini, but if we position Tyranitar correctly, it still can do very, very well. So our Tyranitar is Rock Slide, Superpower, Lash Out, Protect. I did debate on putting Brick Break instead of the Superpower on Tyranitar just for the sake of breaking Grimmsnarl screens, but in the end I kept Superpower. Alright, and of course we're running the weakness policy on it, so this way we're making our opponents a little bit wary in case they want to hit it with a super effective move, but again, we have to be careful of an Urshifu. Alright, Tyranitar's best buddy in battle, Excadrill. This guy is a monster. We're running Lumberry just so that we cannot get burned or slept. We have a typical moveset here, Iron Head, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Swords Dance. So you could even lead straight up Excadrill, Tyranitar, get the speed boost on Excadrill, and then just Dynamax the Excadrill and smash. But that combo is not as optimal as another kind of combo that we're going to showcase, and that's this guy right here with the Excadrill. Amoonguss lets us play the game in Trick Room, gives us the redirection that we need to set up the Swords Dance on the Excadrill, especially on the first turn, and then in the next turn we can swap back out our Excadrill, swap in our Tyranitar, and then Dynamax the Excadrill, and then just go for hard-hitting Steel Spikes, hard-hitting Max Quakes, and this way we boost up our Ttar, so this way Tyranitar can stay on the field and then just combo well with the Excadrill. Alright, in the next slot we have our Intimidate spammer, we have Incineroar. Incineroar is just so good. We have the safety goggles on this because, you know, we have Sand running around because this is a Sand team, but also it is our answer to opposing Sun teams. So things like Venusaur or Amoonguss that want to go for sleep, we have the Incineroar to combo against that. And we do have Taunt against things that want to go for Trick Room. So one thing you could also do with your Incineroar is you can Parting Shot and position yourself with your Tyranitar-Excadrill, even with our next mon that we're going to show. But again, with Sand, it's all about positioning, especially, you know, when you feel threatened by an opposing Urshifu or Tapu Fini. So if you can get that set position, it's going to help a lot. Alright, Zapdos, this is, I feel, like one of the most necessary things on a Sand team because you have Earthquake on your Excadrill. You can Earthquake next to Zapdos very, very nicely, and then you could pivot out your Incineroar or your Tyranitar into Zapdos, things that both of them are very weak to ground moves, so you can pivot them out and Zapdos can come in and, you know, Excadrill can Earthquake, or you can even Steel Spike and Max Quake and boost your Zapdos up. Alright, Zapdos is also a very good Dynamax option. You can just get rid of those Urshifus, get rid of those Tapu Finis right off the bat, and then Excadrill and Tyranitar can finish off the game. Alright, and our sleeper pick is the Milotic. So Landorus is number 3 in usage right now, so we need something to discourage Intimidates, right? Because our Tyranitar and our Excadrill very much do not like being intimidated, so we can bring in our Milotic. And then what's cool with this Milo set is we are Expert Belt, so we're going to do some damage here with the Milotic. But we have the ice coverage just for the Landorus and opposing flying type mons. And we also have Helping Hand, which could come in handy, especially when partnered with like the Zapdos or even the Excadrill. Alright, so that's our Sand team. Alright, we have to position ourselves so that way we don't get smashed by some of the top 3 Metamons, but I can't wait to show it off on the ladder. Let's get straight to it. Okay, he's got the Liepard Indeedee combo with Trick Room Shenanigans. Okay. Interesting. He's got the Blastoise, so I will bring the Zapdos in the back to respect it. I'm not sure what else I want to do in terms of the Liepard Indeedee. There's a Bouffalant for whatever reason, probably their Trick Room Sweeper. Yeah, I think he just wants to try the Liepard and the Hatterene. I would have to assume that, right? Or even the Indeedee hat. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it like this. And then Zapdos in the back. And I guess we can bring in the Amoonguss because he's going Trick Room, right? So we might as well. Yeah, I mean, let's just try this. It's either Indeedee hat or Liepard Hatterene. With the Max Guard copycat Trick Room shenanigans. The only thing with that is you have to use one of your max turns for that, but it may be worth it if it means a guaranteed Trick Room. So he goes with the Indeedee hat. Okay, so you know what this means. We're going with the magical Aldrich rule. Aldrich Yan's way of stopping Trick Room. The 51% rule. The 51% rule is we're gonna double Rock Slide with Ttar and Excadrill. Alright, and if both connect, we have a 51% chance of making Hatterene and or Indeedee flinch. Okay? But we want the Hatterene to flinch, right? So we're gonna click Rock Slide here. Okay, and we're gonna click Rock Slide here. Alright, and hope for the best. Alright, so there's the follow me. Alright. We need Excadrill to land first. There's our Rock Slide. We connect, that's good. Alright, we deal some damage. Alright, it's Tyranitar's turn. He connects. 51% rule? That's good damage. And the Hatterene flinches. The Aldrich rule. Alright, and there's Sand Chip. So now, this should be in range for more Rock Slide shenanigans. Alright, so we're gonna try it again. Alright, so Indeedee protects. I mean, that's fine. So you're saying I could have killed the Hatterene. Alright. There's there. We'll get another Rock Slide onto the Hatterene to try and deny this Trick Room. And Tyranitar should be able to clean up the Hatterene if we could just land it. We do! No Trick Room for my opponent. The Aldrich rule connects. We get a crit. Okay, but we obviously didn't need it. So Ttar and Excadrill putting in work already with the Rock Slide flinch shenanigans. Alright, and there's the Blastoise. Okay, that's fine. So basically what I would like to do here, I mean, he could just Water Spout, I guess, but I have the Zapdos in the back, and if he has this, then what else does he possibly have? He could have the Entei or whatever. I feel like everything else is fine. I don't think we need to lose the Ttar yet. We can just get in our Amoonguss. Just so that we can preserve our Tyranitar. I would like to get the Indeedee off the board first. The Indeedee can't protect because he just protected. I mean, he could get the double, but very unlikely. Here comes the Max. If this is into the Ttar, that's good because then it's into the Amoonguss. But we'll see what he values more. Alright, so there's a Blastoise. And again, we're preserving our max options here. We're preserving our max options here. So he goes with the Helping Hand. Okay, fine. So something could die here. But we'll at least get rid of the Indeedee. Alright. So Indeedee Hatterene combo, goodbye. Alright, and he goes for the Cannonade. Alright, is this the Amoonguss or is this the Excadrill? He went into the Excadrill. Okay. Fair enough. Alright. But now, we're in a position where our Zapdos can come in and deal max damage while protected by our Amoonguss. So that's what we're gonna try and do. Okay, here comes our Zapdos. And there's the Bouffalant. Alright, that's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're going to Dynamax here. And we could go for a Lightning here. He could guard. But I feel like this is fine. We'll get some Airstream damage. We could even Rage Powder here, just to protect the Zapdos. And here comes our Max. Alright, so we're gonna ride the Zapdos wave. Now, I'm not sure if that Bouffalant is Assault Vest or not, but either way, we should be okay. Alright, so the Blastoise does actually max guard. I figured he might do that, but that's also why I targeted the Bouffalant. So this all but surely just guarantees us the win. Alright, that does look like it's Assault Vested. So there's that. Now let's see what the Bouffalant decides to go for. And it will be a Head Charge. Alright, into our Amoonguss, which takes it relatively okay. Alright. And there's more damage. Alright, chip damage onto the Amoonguss. Now what we could also do is I could switch out the Amoonguss, but I think it's fine. I just need to get rid of this Bouffalant. Ideally. Because I don't want to die. Alright, let's see. We could even Flare here. Max Lightning would do a lot onto that. But the Blastoise is still max, so here's what I'm going to do. I am actually going to Airstream one more time into the Bouffalant. And now the Amoonguss, what do I want to do? Do I want to get into the Ttar now? I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to Rage Powder one more time. Redirect any attacks. Alright, so we'll Rage Powder yet again. The Amoonguss will die from the Blastoise, but that's okay. But the point is that the Bouffalant cannot attack, which means the Zapdos remains safe. The Blastoise Max will expire this turn, and then we can Max Lightning that Blastoise. Alright, so there's a Max Hailstorm. Yep. Okay. So he'll change it to Hail, but then we'll just get back in our Tyranitar. Alright, now the Blastoise will likely protect against the Max Lightning. Alright, and now the residual damage is gonna very much take effect here. Alright, here comes Tyranitar. Alright, we'll bring back in the Sand. Alright, which means Ttar gets a special defense boost, ideally. Alright, and then what we can do is Max Lightning the Blastoise. I understand it can protect. And then we can just go for a Lash Out here. Assuming it doesn't. So the Blastoise does protect, that's very obvious. But again, how much is it gonna take from a Max Lightning? Because next turn we'll just Thunderbolt it and then the game should be done. Ideally. Okay. Alright, so more Life Orb, and a little bit more Sand Chip, and more Cannonade Chip. Okay. Taking sand damage. Okay. As will Tyranitar. But this is pretty much done. Zapdos did all that it needed after Ttar-Excadrill got rid of Indeedee Hat. So this is just a simple Thunderbolt, and now this is just a straight up Lash Out. That should be the game. So I don't know why my opponent even bothered protecting. He just wasted my turn. But nice win! Nice win for Team Sand. The Aldrich rule helped us win. So thank you, Aldrich. Ooh, another Gardevoir. There's a Tornadus, a Cinderace, and there's the Devil Urshifu. So Zapdos must come. Zapdos must come. Cinderace is interesting. Well, I don't see that he has Intimidate, so there's no reason why I can't just do this with Ttar in the back. Ttar could be good against the Dragapult. And then Zapdos for the Urshifu? Like, he has to bring the Urshifu, right? He has a Dragapult and a Cinderace. I kind of want to intimidate that. But I really only need this. I feel like Sand can just... I feel like Excadrill can just sweep him because he's got a lot of Steel weaknesses. He has a lot of Rock weaknesses. Yeah, I feel like... Okay, we'll just roll with this. We'll see what happens. But I didn't see any Intimidate. I didn't see any Fake Out. So this might be a free Swords Dance. Let's see if we can pull off the combo. Okay, what is this? Dragapult and Gardevoir. Wow. Okay. He traced my Regenerator. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for the combo. I don't think Amoonguss dies here. Even if it does, I should be fine with the Swords Dance. So we're gonna see if he maxes. But this is a very interesting team that or a very interesting combo that he's leading with. I couldn't tell you what this is or what this is supposed to do. Maybe he just likes Gardevoir. He's taking his time to think. Okay, so he's maxing. It's probably the Dragapult. Alright, 100% Dragapult here. Yep. Do you go for Phantasm? Do you go for an Airstream? What's your plan? Do you go for Max Wormwood? Because that could be something as well. So there's my Rage Powder. Okay. And there's the Airstream. Okay. So it is an Airstream. Alright, well, Amoonguss takes that. Can he take the Gardevoir attack? I don't think I'm faster than the Dragapult, depending on his speed now. It goes for a Taunt. Alright, well that's fine, because I'm going to swap into Ttar any minute now. Alright, so no Max Dragon. Okay, so that's very interesting as well. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to swap out Amoonguss, get some health back on that thing. Max, and we're going to Steel Spike onto this thing. I don't know what this is supposed to do, so I'm just going to try and get some damage onto this Dragapult. Because we are +2 now. The question is, are we faster with the Sand Boost? Because our +2, is it faster than his +1? I don't know that speed on that Dragapult. It depends how much. 214. I'm pretty sure he's still faster. Just because he went for the airstream. I'm just trying to do some quick math. Assuming he's max speed. 214, yeah. Alright, so here comes our Excadrill. Alright, would love to get a defense boost onto the Ttar here. It's weakness policy. Oh no. Oh, this is not gonna be pretty. This is not gonna be pretty. Oh, we live somehow. We live somehow. That means that thing has some bulk. Alright, so here comes our Steel Spike. Oh, we just annihilate the Dragapult. Oh, that's huge. Okay, that's important. That's big. Alright, so our bulk investment on our Excadrill comes in handy. And now we have the speed control. Because Excadrill and Ttar are alive. And Ttar has a +1 boost, which is great. And he has the Sand. So now let's see what this is. That is... Oh, that's fine. That is totally fine. This is a Rock Slide. And then this is another Steel Spike. Let's get rid of that thing. Actually, it depends. He has the tail. Oh, he protected. Oh, that's fine. Okay. So then, this is a free defense boost once again. Alright. We'll take that. Ttar is now +2. This is great. So no Rock Slide coming here because he protected. That's fine. And now he can protect. Now he will get a Tailwind boost, but that's okay by me. Depending on what comes in. It's the Cinderace. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Rock Slide, and for my Excadrill, I don't know if I live, but because he's gonna Tailwind, right? I don't know if I live, but we're gonna Rock Slide, and let's see what happens here. It's my last turn to max. Let's see if I can dodge a Pyro Ball. Does go for the Tailwind. Now does he go for the Pyro Ball into the Excadrill? Alright. And he does. Alright, so we're gonna dodge that. Alright, which means Ttar can go for a Rock Slide. We miss something. I would love to connect on the Cinderace. We do! Alright, so Ttar picks up that kill. We get a crit. I deserve the crit. I'm a good person. Alright, so that should be all she wrote. Excadrill, Tyranitar. Dominating. Who said Sand was dead? Sand is perfectly fine. Sand is perfectly fine. Okay, and yeah, I mean, we'll just double Rock Slide here. If anything, we don't really even need to risk it. We could just Lash Out here, and then we can just Iron Head. Let's just guarantee it. I don't think he has anything that can stop this. Battle was cancelled. Tyranitar-Excadrill. The OG combo. Ooh, he's got a Fairy, a Whimsicott, and an Urshifu. That's 2 fairies, actually. Oh, this is not gonna be easy at all for Sand. Not at all. Yikes. Yikes. I definitely need Incineroar this game, that's for sure. The question now being, like Incineroar is gonna be the hero here because it just does so much with the Fake Out and the taunts and Intimidate pressure onto the Glastrier. But the question now is, what do I bring with it? There's a Whimsicott there. I think Instant Zap is what I have to do. If he leads the Togekiss and the P2, not great. I'll say that much. Not great. I don't think I need to bring the Milo. I want to say Amoonguss and Excadrill. Yeah, I have to leave Ttar on the bench here. And then Excadrill has to get speed control with its own sand. This is a very interesting game. Yeah, with the Urshifu and the Togekiss and whatnot. It's going to be hard to kill that P2 though, because I did not bring superpower from Tyranitar. Okay, and there's the P2 and the Urshifu. Okay, that's very interesting. Alright, it gets a download boost. Do you have the Glastrier in the back? I can't let that thing get Trick Room up. So what I have to do is I'm going... I have to fake out this thing. And then I have to max, and I have to Airstream. And the Whimsicott could be the Sash one, and this one is Bandit, who knows? But I can't let that Porygon 2 get Trick Room up. I know he's thinking about this. I know you have the Glastrier in the back. But what else do you have in the back? It can't be the Whimsicott. Could be the Togekiss. Alright, so we are gonna max. And not him, obviously. If I can Airstream and kill this Urshifu, that would be good. Okay. Alright, here comes the Zapdos. He will have a late game max as well. Wait, what? He's maxing the P2? What? Oh no, is this one of those funky P2s? Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay. He doesn't want to get faked out. This is not the greatest of news. Alright, I would hope this kills the Urshifu. Please don't be Sash. It's not Sash, okay? But is this a max strike? That's the question. And do you have the Glastrier in the back? Is this a Hailstorm into the Zapdos? It's a max strike. Okay. And it is into the Zapdos. So he takes away my +1 speed. That's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Here's what we're gonna have to start doing. Let's see what he brings in. It is the Whimsicott. That thing is gonna be sashed. So... what did I bring? I feel like I want to just double up on this Whims. Alright, we're gonna do exactly that. And we're gonna try and keep the speed control here. Let's see if this Whims actually protects. He may or may not have protect. I know the Sash is there. I know it's there. Do you have protect is the next question. We're dealing with a max Porygon, ladies and gentlemen. So that means you have the Glastrier in the back. You must! I can't believe you brought the Whims in the back. And he wants the Tailwind. I know he does. Does go for the Tailwind, okay? So the P2 is faster. Goes for the Hailstorm. Does that kill? Oh, we live! Just enough bulk on the Zapdos. Our 28 EV investment. We will go down, though. Alright. I understand that. Okay, there's the Sash. I could have targeted the P2. So this was... because you would think... I didn't... okay. So the Zapdos will go down here. We're gonna get a Flare Blitz into this thing. So I could have targeted P2, would have done nothing anyway. Alright, so he does have Tailwind. This is the unfortunate thing. And now he has a Speedy Ice Horse, ideally if he brought it in the back. I do threaten the Spore if I have it. He could double target my slot here. I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it. Let's see it. It's the Charizard! Huh. Okay. This makes things a little more interesting. But I do want to reset everything. So what I want to do is I would like to Parting Shot here. I would love to Parting Shot. The Amoonguss is now the next thing. He has the Tailwind. I have to protect here. I do. I think my Incin will be just fine with the defensive pivot. But I can't let my Amoonguss take big damage here. Goes for the Heat Wave, yes. No Sun. So it can't hurt too bad. That's fine. Alright, there's the Life Orb. And there's the Max Strike. Okay. Won't do too much damage. Okay. Alright, we'll Parting Shot. We'll get the Zard to -1. Okay. This is where the Sand, where Excadrill's no Sand kinda doesn't really help him a little bit. Alright. More Hail Chip. Alright, the P2 gets small, but again, how many turns? It's still 2 turns of Tailwind. It's not the best situation here, because I got 2 things weak to Heat Wave, and this is not great. I'm gonna try and Spore. Keyword is try. Because if I can Fake Out and set up my Excadrill Swords Dance, that can help me. Because after this he'll have 1 turn. And then I can stall. There's the Heat Wave. Alright, Amoonguss is a champ. Alright, Life Orb Chip. Alright, there's the Ice Beam. That is likely into the Amoonguss. The Amoonguss goes down. Okay. 1 turn of Tailwind. We're gonna Fake Out the Zard. Unless the Zard has Protect. Okay, so Zard is -1. There's still 1 turn of Tailwind. I have to Fake it out here, and I have to go for the Swords Dance. Or actually, I don't think so, right? But I don't know if he has Protect. That's the question. The Zard could have Protect. And then my Fake Out is meaningless, so I think I have to go for the Swords Dance here. So let's see what happens. Does he Protect? He didn't Protect! I could have just Rock Slided. Goes for an Ice Beam. This is into the Excadrill. That did too much oh! Okay, but I have a Lumberry. That's not good. That's not great. The Zard didn't protect. I could have rock slided and killed him. Now we just lose. Okay, and his tailwind is gone. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. So I have to hope that he misses Heat Wave. That is my only chance. That is literally my only chance here. Yeah. Alright. Come on, Zard. Miss your Heat Wave. Goes for the... Oh! Okay. So he had 2 moves. Alright. That's fair. Alright, alright. Yeah, I really needed the sand here. But maybe I can crit this P2, and maybe we have a chance against Zard. Not a chance. Yeah. So we had Blast Burn. Okay, Blast Burn Zard. Well, hats off to you. We'll take the L on this one. Alrighty. On to the next one. GG's. Is that a Phalanx? If my man Keese is here, there it is. There's your Phalanx. And we know what it does. It's Defiant. He's got a Zard, Gengar, Duraludon, and a Rillaboom. Okay. And a Grimmsnarl. So the Zard could be an issue. I don't think it's too bad. He has a Grimmsnarl. Excadrill can power through that. Now, what do I want to do is the question. He's got a Duraludon. He's got 2 things weak to ground. You would think he brings... Does he bring the Rillaboom? You would think. Right, I have a Milotic, but I'm not going to bring the Milotic. I am going to bring the Zapdos. I will bring that. So what if I do this? I'll go with the Trademark 4. And let's see what happens. My man has a Phalanx. So let us see it. What could he lead with? Gengar, Grimmsnarl. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I could just Earthquake right now. Like, I'm really tempted to do it. Do you have... Do you have a Rillaboom? Yes, you do. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Rage Powder. And I'm going to Swords Dance, just in case he sets up that Reflect. See what he does. So there's my Rage Powder. We'll scout out the shenanigans with the Rage Powder. Goes for the Hypnosis. Amoonguss avoids. Here comes our Swords Dance. Okay. So what does the Grimmsnarl do? Is it just a Spirit? Darkest Lariat! Okay. It's Life Orb! Bro! What? Life Orb Grimmsnarl. I haven't seen offensive Grimmsnarl at all. Alright, I have a choice to make here. I have an idea. I'm gonna swap out the Amoonguss for the Zapdos here. Can I just Earthquake? He's got the Hypnosis. We have the Lumberry. I think we're fine. We're just gonna get into Zapdos. Alright, goodbye Amoonguss. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, goes for the Thunder Wave. Alright. Hypnosis onto the Excadrill. Well, he's going to be very sad when he finds out that I have a Lumberry. Oh boy. Alright, Excadrill, let him have it. Oof. Oh. And now we could Dynamax our Zapdos if we want, get some Airstream boosts, make Excadrill hit even harder. Oh, oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh man. That's a Diggersby. And there's another Togekiss and a Ferrothorn. So Incin looks like the play in the back. There is a Fini. So Zapdos is gonna be big here. He does have also an Incineroar. So I wonder. Now, other than the Ferrothorn, Milo looks pretty good, I have to say. Other than the Ferrothorn, Milo looks pretty good. So what about this? What if we did Zapdos Milo? Okay. Is Zapdos Milo the play? Or is it... I mean, we kind of need Zapdos. Right? We need We technically don't need Incin because we do have a Zapdos. We do have an Excadrill. It's T-Tard to bring. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, this might look weird. So the idea is I have to keep the Zapdos alive. I do have Superpower for the Ferrothorn. I do have that. So that is my saving grace, sort of. But we'll see how my opponent plays this. Ooh! Well then. Huh. That is very interesting. Okay. Okay. So now my Milo is +2. Okay, now that's important. Okay, what do you have the Ferrothorn in the back? I mean, it's still gonna take a lot of damage. Honestly? How about this? Helping Hand. Max the Zapdos. And then just smash this thing. Let's see. Would that be the play? But then he can just Parting Shot. So maybe I want to go into this. Because I don't want that instant to Parting Shot my Zapdos. Now he could Fake Out here. I mean, all the more power to him. But I'm not too threatened by the Fini thus yet. I will have to get rid of it eventually because I have a T-Tar in the back. But Milo, if it can get some Airstream boosts, looks very threatening. Alright, so we're gonna Helping Hand here. And the Incineroar goes for the Fake Out on the Zapdos. Well then. So here comes the Max Lightning. I'm pretty sure this thing is just gone. Alright, goodbye Incin. And we changed the terrain, which is very nice. Okay. Now, what does the Fini go for? It just goes for a Calm Mind. You Calm Mind all you want. I'm fine with this. The Fini might even max, so I do have to be a little bit aware. Could have lightning that slot. Alright, and there's the Diggersby. Okay. There's the Diggersby. So very easily I can just Muddy Water here. And I'm going to Airstream onto this Fini. And let's see what he decides. So he is going to max the Fini. He has to. It is a +1 Fini. Oh, he maxed the Diggersby. I don't know if that thing wants to take a Muddy Water. But let's see what happens to the Fini slot. The Fini protects. Okay. I mean, I just want my Airstream boost. Alright, we'll take that damage. It is huge power, Diggersby. I do have to be aware of that. So I'm going to be hoping that the Milo does some big damage on this Diggersby. And that Zapdos can live whatever it is it's going to go for. So protect here. We must hit this Diggersby. Please hit. We do hit. Expert Belt. Milo! Let's go, Milo! Woo! Alright, he goes for Max Strike. So we maintain the speed control. Zapdos lives. That's all I need. And now the Milo is +4. I don't know if my opponent thought this through. Oh my goodness. And the Diggersby kills itself anyway. So this is the Zapdos Milotic game, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there's the Fini's leftovers. I mean, it could protect next turn. That's honestly fine. Let's see what else it brings in. There is the Ferrothorn, so I will have to be aware of that. But honestly, I mean, I have two threatening things on the field, right? What I can do is Helping Hand on the Zapdos. Okay, the thing is, the Milotic is +4. And I have an Ice Beam here on this Ferrothorn. It's gonna do a lot, which is honestly all I could ask for. I don't think I need to get any faster. So I'm just gonna get rid of the Fini because that's what's threatening the Excadrill and the Ttar in the back. So here comes the Max Lightning onto the Fini. Deletes the Fini. Alright, now how much does a +4 Ice Beam from the Milo do? Alright, it shouldn't KO, but it should do a lot. Depending on this Ferrothorn set. That's all the damage I need. Oh, oh, man. Okay. Milo's good, guys. Milotic is good. I mean, I'm surprised my guy maxed the Diggersby. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. Honestly, we could just Helping Hand here. And we could even we could Heat Wave, we could, what am I saying? This is all we need. And yeah, I mean, I don't care. 90%. Battle was canceled. Zapdos Milo. And there it is, guys. That is our Season 9 Sand team. I'm fairly happy with it. You saw the combos of positioning your Tyranitar and getting the speed on your Excadrill so that it could smash. And I think this is another team that just showcases how strong Zapdos really is on a Sand team, especially. Milotic got that one game where it got to really do some work. As I expected, it would do a lot. I think it was like +4 at one point. There was that one game where, you know, my opponent maxed the Porygon, and then that was just a simple, he outplayed us. I mean, there's nothing I can really say about that. But again, Tyranitar, you know, we didn't really Dynamax it. We didn't really have to. It's just all about supporting Excadrill with the sand. Alright, and Amoonguss, again, redirection support for Excadrill so that way you can Swords Dance. It was also good in helping Zapdos survive against the Dynamax Blastoise. And just overall a very balanced sand team. Alright, and that's basically what you're always going to get from me. A very solid balanced team. Alright, so try it out. Sand is not dead. Sand is relatively okay in Series 9. Just position yourself. Alright, have a good one.